Jephthah was the illegitimate child of a harlot in Gilead, and he became rejected by his father's side of the family and basically forced out into exile because he was unwanted. However, when Gilead's sons of his wives came face to face with war, they wanted Jephthah back, and this is because he was known as a great man of valor. So in reality, they didn't really want Jephthah back. They wanted the favor that was on him as a man of valor. Listen, some people benefit from the blessings and the protection that surrounds you. And God used those blessings and protection when he allowed Jephthah the victory. But don't forget, Gilead and all those sons who wanted him gone benefited from those blessings as well. And this kind of reminds me of a story we find in Genesis, when Laban wanted Jacob to stay because everything that Jacob laid his hands to was a benefit to Laban. In fact, this is more than likely why he gave him Leah instead of Rachel on his wedding night, because he knew he would stay longer for Rachel because Rachel was the one he truly loved. And here we have Leah, who was unwanted, yet handpicked by God to be among the lineage of Christ. You can be illegitimate to the world and hand-selected by God. You know, there's another place in Scripture where God used a harlot, so it's no surprise that he would use a harlot's son in this instance. Favor isn't a paycheck from heaven for those who are flawless. It's heaven's posture towards someone who they see is reflecting the heart of the Father. Jephthah ended up being so dedicated to God after winning this victory that he even sacrificed his flesh and blood who had turned against the ways of the Lord. And Gilead's sons did the opposite. They sacrificed their flesh and blood to gain control. But it wasn't until the blessing and the favor left with Jephthah that they regretted that decision. Sometimes people don't realize that their favor is borrowed, and some people do, which is why they keep you around and hanging on. In both cases, with Jacob and with Jephthah, they used that position to actually bring blessing upon themselves and to lead a generation in a different direction.